When the name Kim Soo-hyun became entangled in a scandal involving the late actress Kim Si-ran, the South Korean entertainment world braced for impact. Veered as one of Korea's most bankable and beloved stars, Kim's decades-long career had been marked by acclaim, humility, and an untarnished reputation. So, when rumors of an alleged secret relationship and deeper ties to the troubled actress emerged, the internet lit up with shock, speculation, and judgment. It began quietly, murmurs on forums, veiled tweets, and cryptic posts that suggested a link between Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Si-ran. The whispers claimed not only emotional closeness but hinted at financial dealings, abandonment, and unspoken truths before her tragic passing. The rumor mill churned faster when purported screenshots of private messages surfaced. Though unverified, they painted a dramatic picture of betrayal and grief. Some claim these conversations pointed to a hidden romance, while others interpreted them as evidence of a fallout that left scars. Kim Si-ran's own story was filled with both brilliance and heartbreak. A prodigy turned pariah after her DUI incident, she had retreated from the spotlight, her later years filled with silence and sorrow. When she passed away unexpectedly, mourning turned into a media frenzy, especially as nameless sources hinted that someone famous might have played a part in her emotional decline. As netizens combed through every interaction she ever had, Kim Soo-hyun's name repeatedly surfaced, based more on conjecture than proof. The digital jury was quick to act. Old videos of them appearing at the same events were reinterpreted as signs of intimacy. Photos from group dinners were turned into evidence. Entire timelines were constructed to fit a narrative that had, in truth, no solid foundation. Social media fed on the chaos, with hashtags like #ExposeTheTruth and #KimSi-ran trending worldwide. Entertainment pundits jumped in, some fueling the story, others pleading for restraint. Nearly 2 weeks, Kim Soo-hyun remained silent. It was a silence that split his fanbase. Some interpreted it as a dignified patience, others as passive guilt. Brands hesitated. Fellow celebrities kept quiet. The pressure was suffocating. Then came the statement. Gold Medalist Entertainment, Kim's agency, issued a comprehensive rebuttal. They denied every claim of a romantic or financial relationship between Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Si-ran. The agency deconstructed each circulating rumor, offering verified schedule records, digital forensics debunking the screenshots, and a clear timeline that dismantled the constructed story. Their tone was firm. The accusations, they said, were not only baseless but malicious. They announced intent to pursue legal action against false accusers and those spreading defamation. Crucially, they demanded compassion, for both Kim Soo-hyun and the late Kim Si-ran, whose name was also being dragged through speculative mud. The tide began to turn. Influential voices within the industry began to question the ethics of how fast the public had been to condemn. Fan support reignited. New hashtags like #apologize to Soo-hyun and #we stand by Kim trended as fans posted messages of solidarity and outrage over the injustice. But the real turning point came not from a lawyer or a statement, but from actress Kim Ji-won. With calm and conviction, she posted on her personal Instagram, "I know Soo-hyun as one of the most sincere and respectful people I've ever met. Watching him be torn down by false narratives is painful. I believe in him. I stand with him. Always." Kim Ji-won, respected for her grace and acting prowess, didn't just lend words, she lent credibility. Her support was unflinching, and in an industry where silence is often chosen for self-preservation, her choice to speak out was a powerful act of loyalty. Her post went viral, drawing a mix of praise and skepticism, but most importantly, it humanized Kim Soo-hyun in a way no legal statement could. Suddenly, the narrative began to shift again, not toward scandal, but toward a conversation on the toxicity of cancel culture, the fragility of celebrity, and the power of empathy. Dust settled, it became clear, this wasn't just about a rumor. It was a reflection of the entertainment world's most dangerous tendencies. Kim Soo-hyun had weathered the storm. The story was far from over. Kim Ji-won's act of solidarity was more than symbolic, it became a catalyst. Shortly after her post, the two stars were spotted attending an independent film screening, not as a couple, but as colleagues standing together in the face of adversity. The sight of them smiling, composed, and unafraid was shared across social platforms like a quiet declaration. We will not be broken by lies. Their bond had always been evident. They had crossed paths on talk shows, awards ceremonies, and backstage at variety programs. Industry insiders described their friendship as respectful, grounded, and real. Kim Ji-won's decision to publicly support Kim Soo-hyun wasn't a PR stunt. It was the kind of human courage that rarely makes headlines. Kim Soo-hyun re-emerged slowly, thoughtfully. His first fan meeting post-scandal was charged with emotion. He thanked his supporters, paused several times during his speech, offered a rare window into his personal struggle. "You stood by me when I couldn't even stand for myself," he said, his voice cracking. "That's something I'll never forget." There were no grand apologies, no dramatics, just gratitude and resolve. Behind the scenes, gold medalist moved carefully, vetted every script offer, screened every interview request, and implemented tighter media strategies. Kim Soo-hyun chose to take on a character role in an upcoming drama, a quiet, emotionally complex man seeking redemption. It was art imitating life, and the choice resonated deeply with both critics and fans. Meanwhile, the industry was undergoing a reckoning. The scandal had sparked broader conversations about the responsibilities of the media, the toxicity of fandom extremism, the unchecked power of rumor culture. Several entertainment journalists faced backlash for publishing unverified claims. Some YouTubers and influencers who had profited from the scandal issued formal apologies. A few faced defamation lawsuits. Kim Soo-hyun, though vindicated, carried emotional scars. In a rare interview with GQ Korea, he admitted, "I felt helpless. I had never experienced a situation where truth didn't matter unless you screamed it loud enough. That silence I kept, for dignity, was used against me. But I don't regret it, because the people who mattered never doubted me." He credited therapy, close friends, and fan letters for helping him endure. And among the friends who stood closest? Kim Ji-won, who remained a consistent presence throughout. He visited his set, sent supportive messages publicly and privately, and even posted a behind-the-scenes clip of them laughing on a commercial set from years prior, captioned, "Laughter never lies." Their friendship became emblematic of something rare and needed: authentic, non-romantic support between two public figures. Fans celebrated this bond not with romantic fantasies, but with admiration. Videos titled "True Friendship in K-Drama Land" and "When Loyalty Beats Scandal" trended on YouTube. Eventually, the scandal faded, not because people forgot, but because a new truth had taken its place. Kim Soo-hyun had not only cleared his name but reclaimed his identity. His comeback drama exceeded expectations. Critics praised the emotional gravitas he brought to the role, and fans felt his performance carried something deeper, something earned through hardship. At year's end, Kim Soo-hyun stood on stage accepting a Best Actor award. He didn't dwell on the past. He thanked his team, his fans, and in a moment that sent the crowd into applause, he said, "To those who spoke up for me when it was easier to stay silent, your courage saved me." Kim Ji-won, watching from the audience, smiled, her eyes glistening. The journey from scandal to redemption is never simple. Kim Soo-hyun's story, however, is one of quiet strength, unwavering truth, and the rare power of human loyalty. It reminds us that while the world may be quick to judge, it's also capable of grace, and that sometimes, standing beside someone in their darkest hour is the most heroic act.